Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to the Game Dojo. We have the Ring of Power. This is 24K movies, games, and reviews, and TV shows. Ladies and gentlemen, we forget about nothing here when it comes to the media. And we are in the month of October, that beautiful, bloody horror month that everybody loves. Halloween is coming up. This year, Halloween fell on a weekend. No, it doesn't. This year, Halloween falls on a Tuesday. I'm sorry, kids. Y'all got to get up the next day and go to school. You're going to trick or treat, go home, but you can't stay up late. Can't stay up late watching monster movies. You got school in the morning, son. I'm sorry. That's just the way it bees. This year, it don't fall on the weekend. Fall on a Tuesday. So, sorry. But, if you could not tell, we are talking about All of Us Are Dead. And if you don't know what this series is, you can find it on Netflix, dubbed or non-dubbed. You can find this on Netflix. And if you do not know what All of Us Are Dead and you are in the zombie genre or you like zombie movies, you need to get the hell off this channel. You need to go somewhere else. This is the truth, the life, and the way when it comes to zombies, and zombies done right. First of all, let's talk about the inspiration. Have you guys seen a movie called Train to Busan? It's coming up on my reviews. Train to Busan is a Korean zombie horror movie that broke the bank and the barriers when it comes to the zombie genre. If Romero was alive, I guarantee you he would hold this in high regard. Guaranteed. There are not too many zombie genres, movies or TV show that nail the mark. This is not one of them. This starts off with, it kind of seems like going to be a slow burn, and you don't know where it's going. But then it takes off like a rocket, and it doesn't let off. I can't give you a verbatim. This is a TV series. Now, this is what I like. If it had been a movie, it would have been a meal. It would have been a meal. But the fact that it was a TV series and it gave us episode after episode after episode, it was not just a meal. It was an event. It was a celebration. It was a dining experience. When it comes to foreign zombie shows and movies, they get the most talented people they can find. I don't know how. The body contortion, the movements, CG done right. Can we hear that? CG done right. That's right. CG done right. Believable CG. Now, I'm not going to talk about monster shows. We're talking about zombie shows. And when it came to All of Us Are Dead, I didn't kind of know what I was going to expect. Like, I heard about it. Somebody told me, my boy told me, it's like, yeah, man, you into zombie stuff? There's this series called All of Us Are Dead. It came out overseas, but you can watch it on Netflix. It's streaming on Netflix. And I was like, all right, cool beans. I ain't going to tell you, I started on episode 1, and I binge watched the entire series, son. And I had work the next day. I binge watched the entire series, son. When I went to sleep, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. I had to be up at like 7. That's how good this show was. And I'm so glad that they dropped all the episodes at the same time, because this week-to-week stuff, bro, that's cable. You're supposed to be streaming. Streaming means you give us the meal, we could binge watch it, and we feel good about ourselves. Not for maybe sitting there for 8.5 hours watching a TV series. But I digress. This is what we love about the stream. And now streaming has become TV, where you got to wait this week and that week and that week for another episode, another episode, another episode. And I know you guys don't want people to just buy your thing or do like a free trial and watch the show and then bounce. I get it. But if you make great content, they will come back. And the excuse me, wow. And the tremendous, amazing words of Field of Dreams. If you build it, they will come. If you make it right, they will come back. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am not going to give you a verbatim for the entire series because that would be an injustice to the series. I will just give you a little bit of a brief interpretation of the first episode. So the first episode starts off with some bullying going on and some things happening, because there's a lots of bullying in K-series, K-dramas. There's a lot of bullying. It starts off with bullying, and you see a father and his son has been bullied to the point where his son he has an accident. Without giving too much away, he has an accident. The father can't take it, he can't deal with it, and the father, who is a scientist, turns to other means and does some crazy things to keep his boy with him on this planet alive. Even sometimes the best thing done with the best intentions still ends up truly fucked up, and that's exactly what happens. So this father, who works at a local school, still experimenting on how to keep his son from dying. He has rhesus rats test subjects that he's experimenting his stuff on, and a stupid little girl finds her way into his lab, and she accidentally gets bit by this thing, and she starts to develop symptoms. And while she's being held in a bed in the nurse's office, all her friends come to see her. She bites another one of them, and she ends up biting 2 people. And as she's taken away in an ambulance, that's basically transporting the virus from point A to point B, because the doctor, the scientist, the father, knows that if he could have got to her in time, he could have ended this whole thing. Unfortunately, since he's in the office and she's been taken to the local hospital, it's already spread beyond what he can do. So now it's time to just sit back, relax with your favorite bag of snacks, and just watch the game tracks, because now the shit has hit the fan. So it goes from 2 infected to 4 infected to 6 infected to 8 infected. So in the space of an hour, hundreds of people in this school are infected, and shit just goes from there. It goes wild. And I would say one of my favorite scenes in the beginning is the people in the cafeteria laughing and talking and trying to talk to guys and girls. They're trying to get that game on and they Mac on. And then all of a sudden there is a flood of people banging on the lunch glass in piles. Train to Busan. They even reference Train to Busan in this series. They even reference it. Oh, you mean they're zombies like Train to Busan? So in their world, within their world, Train to Busan exists. And this is something that's major, because The Walking Dead won't acknowledge that zombies exist in their universe. Every other zombie thing, they won't go to venture that zombies actually exist, because then people would know what to do when shit happens. And they don't know what to do. They make them the dumbest people in the world. This series does not do that. They know zombies exist. In their world, zombies do exist. They knew about Train to Busan, the movie, and this is really happening. So some of these kids, rather than to sit back, relax, and take the bites, they fight back. And that's what we need in a series. We need realistic people fighting back. And there's some very sad parts to this series. There's some very frustrating parts also to this series, because when it comes to Korean, Chinese dramas and movies, and Japanese dramas and movies, there always has to be an asshole bully on top of the main problem. Even if the main problem is a zombie situation, there's still an asshole on top of that they have to deal with. And it irks me, but I know the cinema. I know what happens. I understand it. It's a very simple chemistry and recipe that they use a lot. So I get it. I'm okay with it. But as they break through the lunchroom and people are being tackled and eaten left and right like hamburger meat, it only takes a few seconds here and there for people to dawn on what's happening, and then they bounce. And then you have a couple of dumb, I shouldn't say dumb, a bunch of people who are intellectually challenged to think at a moment's notice that while your friend is getting his ass eaten like taco meat, that maybe your feet need to be turning and running. Curiosity make you stick around for the first few bites. You just be like, damn, that motherfucker going off. Like, look at he biting into his neck. You want to be next? You want to be next? You run. Exactly. But some people, they're just like, what? What's going on? What's wrong with all of you? Yeah, those people. Whew. Look, man. Some people gonna survive a zombie apocalypse, and some people gonna be hamburger meat. Y'all hamburger meat. Look, I will run until I can't run no more. Maybe I will get bit, but most of those bites are gonna be in my ass, because that's all they're gonna be able to grab while I'm running. And I'm gonna be out. I'm gonna be haul assing out. And all they're gonna I'm gonna get bite in my back, arms, the butt cheeks meats. Hey, it's okay. But that's what they gonna get from me. You ain't gonna get me in the neck, the eyes, the eyeballs. No. I'm a big bro, but I can move when I need to move. And when I move, you move. Just like that. Or I'm gonna run you down and you gonna get ate. Sorry. It's just the way it is. But as the episode goes, you forget you're watching just one episode. It feels like you're watching a movie because so much has transpired, but it's still just episode 1. And this is what I mean. You're just like, oh my god. Everybody I know who've watched episode 1, they stand on their feet at the same moment. They hold their mouth at the same moment. They open their eyes at the same moment. They get frustrated at the same moment. They get angry at the same moment. They get surprised at the same moment, because the first episode has got many twists and turns and surprises. And it's something to experience in the zombie genre, because it's nothing like it. It's nothing like it in the Romero universe. It's nothing like it in the Walking Dead universe. It's nothing like it in pretty much any Zombie Land or Z Nation. There's nothing to compare it to. Like, this is all by itself. This is a genre all by itself. And I've been waiting years for the second season, and because of everything that's been going on in world events, it's been pushed back, and it's destroying me because I can't wait to see where it goes. This and there's another what is that? The thing with the mask and the red light and the green light. Red light and green light. Damn it.
Squid Games.
Squid Games. There we go. See? Her brain meats is on point. I'm working on outdated software. I'm still like Windows 93 up here. Like, I still got that little gold folder turning while y'all got that little thing with the paper landing in the other inbox. Or y'all got that little circle spinning. I ain't got that. But she's right. Squid Games is another one I've been waiting for years now. 2 years now. To see another iteration of it. And I know real world events and things and problems in the world is happening. But bro, this is the media that gets us through. We watch this. It takes us away from our lives, our problems, our thought processes. For just a little bit, we are in another universe, man. We are living vicariously through these people. And we know we got to go back to our lives and our jobs and our problems and everything. But this is what this media is made for. It's made to take us away for just a moment. It's meant to transform us from one area to another so that we can experience a story, because that's all media is a story. If you're watching a DVD, great movies, it's the great story you're attracted to. When it comes to music, it's the great story in the lyrics and the music that you're attracted to. When it comes to books, it's the great story you're attracted to. When it comes to games, video games, it's the great story that you're attracted to. We as human beings have many different levels and parts to our psyche and our mind. One of the biggest ones is storytelling, and we love it. It starts out as a kid, and as we get older, even if you don't read books, you're still watching stories on TV. You're still watching stories on CDs, on music and video games. You're still watching and listening to stories because you want to be transported to these worlds, these amazing places. And you may not want to be transported to a zombie situation like all of us are dead, but subconsciously you start thinking, what would I do if I was in a situation? What would I do if that was me? Would I do that? Yeah, I'd probably do that. Matter of fact, I'll give you one spoiler. If you don't want to listen, if you haven't seen this before, I'll give you 5 seconds to turn away, because I'm going to spoil living the hell out of one episode. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You have been warned. Spoiler alert. There is a scene where one of the children is desperately trying to get back to his mom, who works at a local restaurant. And unbeknownst to him, that mother knows something is going on in the school, but she's not being told what. So she leaves on her little moped and she drives through police barricades and blockades because she's got to get to her baby, because she wants to save her baby, because he's her world. And it's absolutely heartbreaking that as she gets to him, she's overrun by zombies and torn apart just feet from where he was. And she keeps getting these glimpses of him in her head as she's being torn apart. And it's a really effed up situation. That's what I mean. And I like it when they go there, because realistically, if you do something stupid like that, you're going to reap those rewards. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Period. But when he comes across her body as he's trying to get out, she's reanimated, and his heart drops, because his whole world and surviving these days up to this point was just to get to her, because they don't know what's going on outside of the school. They're barricaded in. They don't know if it's just the school. They don't know that it's the city, that it's the town, that it's the province. They don't know any of that. They think if they can get out, they can get to their parents. But they don't know that that girl leaving that school started on the outside as well as the inside, and there really is no hope for a lot of them. And when he sees his mom, it's a very heartbreaking moment, because it's something that you don't really equate in any other zombie show, movie, or experience. And I like that they went there. There's a bunch of times they go there with moments like that in here. There's a moment where this chubby guy was trying, they were all partnering up to try to get out, and they were watching each other's backs, and he wanted to grab the girl he likes' hands, and she just basically yanked away from him and wanted to go with her girlfriend because she trusted her girlfriend more than him. Well, when the shit hit the fan, the girlfriend left her for dead. You chose wrong. It's about choices. And in situations like that, yeah, you want to save your friends, yeah, you want to be around your friends, but your best chance for survival, you better damn sure pay attention to who it is. Because if somebody ain't got your best interest in heart, you won't be hamburger meat, son. Or daughter. Like I said, there's a lot of effed up things that happen, but realistically, things like that would really happen. And that's horrible part. There is one part that I don't like, that I would take away from the series. There's a part where a guy is streaming live on YouTube, and he's treating it like it's a game. He's running around the streets killing zombies and stuff, and it's all fun, and he's getting views because the rest of the world don't know. They did a media blackout. The rest of the world don't know what's going on in this area. That's the scary part. They hushed it up. Nobody knows what's going on in this area. So even if these kids do somehow escape, they're not going to be allowed to tell the world what happened, which means what? They're probably going to get killed. Matter of fact, there's another heartbreaking scene. The police find that there are children left at the school and that they're alive, so they send a chopper. And as the chopper gets to the children on the roof who are literally fighting off a zombie horde, they're given the orders to turn around and let them die. And all the hope that these kids have, that they've been fighting their heart out with because people are coming to save them, is dashed as that helicopter turns away and flies away from them. Fucked up. Yeah. But like I said, these are things that would really happen. As much as it's bad and horrible, it's do for self in these situations, and you need to save yourself. That is your number one priority. Save yourself if you want to live. Otherwise, get busy living or get busy dying. That's your choices. Fight, flight, or give up. And this series does that. It illustrates it very, very well. It also does things that I've never seen any zombie series does. It's leaps and bounds above The Walking Dead. Leaps and bounds above The Walking Dead. Not every episode is going to hold you as much as the previous episodes. There are some episodes that are lackadaisical, slower. They need to build something. But they also play on social and media economics. Another scene. There is a girl who doesn't like a kid because he's on public assistance or welfare. That's the only reason why she doesn't like him. And he gets an injury, and she convinces everybody in the room that he was bitten and that he's going to turn. So they lock him up. And then when she realizes that he's not going to turn, she can't be wrong. So she finds some infected blood off of a broomstick, talks them into going in there so that she can apologize to him, and she wipes infected blood into his wound to make him change, just so that she can be right. And the funny part is somebody saw it and they say nothing, not until after it's over. And when he turns and they have to kill him, and she was like, see, I told you I was right. It is a painful FU to what kind of people would live during a situation like this. And you got news. If you're an asshole in the world, you're going to be an asshole in an apocalypse. Not everybody's going to change for the better.
Didn't she wind up getting hers too?
She ended up running out of the room when the girl told on her and everybody turned on her. And then the teacher, the only adult left with these kids, decided to go after her. Which, I'm sorry, you just got somebody killed. You just killed somebody. That's your ass, girl. You could go out there and get eaten like taco meat. The only reason why you ain't like this kid is because he was poor. It's an apocalypse. There are zombies running around. Who gives a damn if somebody's poor? But
it's not about being poor or rich at that point.
Yeah, but that's what I mean when I say this series goes there. It's not afraid to go places that The Walking Dead dared not go. And I applaud them for it. And it's the better series for it. Like I said, there's a bunch of twists and turns and bad decisions and effed up situations that these kids have to go through. And I am so glad that the series was made. And even if we don't ever get to see a season 2, this series, part 1, All of Us Are Dead, is cemented as the best zombie series I've ever seen. And that means Walking Dead included. And all the reiterations of The Walking Dead. Fear the Walking Dead, Dead City, Dead Love, Dead and Loving It, whatever the hell you come up with a next spinoff for The Walking Dead, this tops it. And you can never meet this expectation that they set for this series. This series is the bomb. If I had a level higher than Platinum, this series would be it. So ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, within the month of October, and you are having your zombie parties, you are having your Halloween parties, you're having your mass parties, you doing everything, you eating candy corn, and you eating all them beautiful candies, and the Mary Janes, and them Now Laters, and them Kit Kats, and M&Ms, and Snickers, and Milky Ways. Damn, I want me a Musketeer. But, while you having all of that, and you watching your marathons, if you want a marathon to binge for Halloween, you want to sit back in your party and y'all want to chill and get that real chill angle and watch something good, All of Us Are Dead streams on Netflix. Y'all need to check out this season. I would say if you have the time, binge watch it so that you're not lost between episode to episode of what's going on and who's here and which character is what and which character is there, because there is some jumping around during certain episodes. But if you need something to watch, if you need that zombie fix fulfilled, if you're looking for something good because you're tired of The Walking Dead talking about grandma's peach tea for 45 minutes and there are no zombies, there is better. This is better. You got better. Watch it. Here in the Game Dojo, this is Platinum. And if we could go higher than Platinum, this would be it. 5 stars out of 5 on the Game Ninja scale of awesomeness. This is a great series. I absolutely love it. I adore it. I can't wait for season 2. But if we never get another season, at least we have season 1. And it is a full 4-course meal from beginning to end. Thank you guys for joining me for another one. I hope I was able to sway you just a little bit into something good to watch this holiday season, because while the pumpkins are lit and the Michael Myers are walking around and the boogeymans are coming out the closet, don't forget about the zombies tearing apart your body like taco meat in a buffet. Watch All of Us Are Dead. I guarantee you it is a phenomenal time. Like it, watch it if you can, buy it, download it, whichever way you can get your fix, ladies and gentlemen. All of Us Are Dead is your zombie fix this season during Halloween. You owe it to yourself. Watch it. From the Game Dojo, thank you for joining me on another horrific, horror-tastic October night. I love you guys. From the Game Dojo, we out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And thank you for all the love you show on my channel. We love it. I hope you love this as much as we love you guys. Check you out later.